Okay, hi guys, Mrwhosetheboss here. This is my full review of the Gsou U130 wireless Bluetooth speaker. This is their entry-level model, so it competes against things like the KitSound X-Dock 2 and the JBL OnBeat, or things like the Logitech Ultimate Ears Mobile if you look at a slightly higher price point. So this one has an all-plastic construction, even though it does give the impression of metal. Having said that, it is solid, but unfortunately it is glossy plastic. It has a micro USB on the back, as well as a auxiliary input, so you can input just about any single source that you want. So let's have a quick listen. So compared to my phone speaker, which is one of the best on the market by the way, both at 70% volume, the Gsou U130 is significantly louder and more powerful, as I suppose you would come to expect. It's made to serve as an alternative to a mobile phone speaker rather than a fully fledged boombox. This thing does not have enough volume to fill a huge room or host a party or anything like that, but it's definitely enough to just keep in your room just to chill out, play movies with a bit more oomph and that kind of thing. It has a microphone so you can actually make calls and receive them on this. It has volume control as well as play and pause and skip track. Also, there's the actual call button, which means you can actually use this to dial numbers, so you can basically just keep it permanently connected to your mobile phone. Having said that, it also actually has an extremely good battery life, I mean more than I've seen for most of these Bluetooth speakers. On one charge, this thing lasted about 11 hours, which is really pushing the bounds of what we come to expect from this kind of device. It also is very pleasing to the eye. It fits in with most sort of sleek modern devices, so the look is definitely quite appealing. So in terms of performance, I have to say I really enjoyed the sound of this. It's not exactly oozing detail, but that's not the point of this device. This device is meant to sound better than your phone speaker, and that it does very well. It actually has quite a powerful sub bass as well as a deep bass, which means that you can kind of hear the bass coming forward and it resounds very powerfully. And it doesn't seem to overpower the mids and the highs, i.e. there's not too much distortion. For something so small, with only a single driver unit, it actually copes surprisingly well with most different genres, but it excels in rock and alternative. However, this thing is seriously constrained by its maximum volume, which probably reaches about maybe 50 to 60% louder than your phone, so that doesn't exactly stretch the boundaries in terms of what we know. There are competing speakers at similar price points that sound louder, a little bit clearer, and although this does offer the full feature set, this just isn't the most appealing device at the price point. Thanks for watching guys.